Now, I just don't understand why the government still, after 9 months that we're battling against the virus, the governments are still not saying anything to people about strengthening their immune system. This I just cannot understand. I mean, I know that the philosophy of the general philosophy in medicine, in allopathic medicine in this society is about preventing and battling and seeing illness as an enemy. And therefore we think that we are not strong enough to, I mean, of course there are some people who are not strong enough and whose immune system is weak, and those people have to be protected, and this is sacred. But why don't the governments advise us and recommend, strongly recommend, that we strengthen our immune system and that give us guidance to do that? Why don't they do that? It seems so strange to me. Because of course, every illness, if we have a strong immune system, we'll be more ready to overcome the illness and to not the illness kill us, yeah? Isn't this clear to everybody? So why do we think that we need the vaccine at all costs? Why do we have to prevent the contact with the virus? Okay, yes, I understand that we don't want to collapse the health system, yeah, the hospitals, yes, of course. So we have to think, and this strategy of putting the mask and of protecting ourselves is also necessary for to avoid the collapse of sanitary system. But at the same time, why don't governments give this guidance? I mean, it's a philosophy. It's a philosophy. That philosophy that you see, that you try to avoid problems at all costs and see adversity and problems as problems that have to be avoided, that should be avoided, because we aim at well-being and not at evolution. Yeah. But in my case, I've always had a different philosophy. And it wasn't the philosophy of avoiding problems at all costs. I intuitively got into trouble, yeah, in order to recover, to have an excuse to recover. I just did it that way. At the beginning, I thought that I was wrong. But now I know that it was a way to strengthen myself, yeah, not only physically, but also emotionally. That is, how do I strengthen my immune system? First of all, I try to eat well, eat healthy, do exercise. I walk every day for 2 hours in the woods with the dogs. I try to avoid meat as much as possible, and when I do eat meat, it's going to be organic. It's going to be of a small farm here in Switzerland, close by, 0 kilometer. It's going to be organic, yeah? And it's not going to be every week, but perhaps once every 2 weeks I will eat some meat, yeah? But I will avoid at all costs meat from industrial farming, yeah? Because I know that industrial farming is the cause of deforestation and is the cause of zoonotic illnesses. I know that. I know that because I read The Guardian, and only The Guardian in UK and very few other newspapers say things clear and put into relationship the virus with the problem with the climate change, with deforestation, and with industrial farming, yeah? So industrial farming is the first thing that we should be avoiding at all costs, because we should be taking care of the planet's immune system, actually. Well, actually the planet is now telling us, I mean, virus is not an enemy. The virus is an ally who is actually sending us a very clear message that if we don't stop damaging the planet, we need to be extinct. We'd rather be extinct. Yeah, we should be going extinct. So it's a very clear message. So on the one hand, yes, okay, avoiding the meat, and then I'm getting multivitamin, organic, not synthetic, but natural vitamins. Then I'm taking lemons and oranges every morning. I'm taking fruit and vegetables that carry vitamins and multiminerals and iron and so on. I'm getting astragalus, I'm getting dong quai, I'm getting echinacea, I'm getting several herbs that are going to strengthen my immune system. But this is physically, okay? Exercise, eating healthy and avoiding, if possible, sugar, coffee, alcohol, cigarettes. The cigarettes, well, sometimes I resume smoking and then I stop again and then I resume a little bit and then I stop again, because recovery, the strength that gives you recovering from something and stopping an addiction as tobacco, the strength that you need to recover gives you a lot of strength to your immune system, because it's your willpower that is at work, yeah? So all this is, the recovery is also emotional and it's also mental, you know? So recovering from something, so if you are very rigid and eating only very healthy and never eating nothing that damages you, then you won't be, having to recover from something, You have to keep working all the time. And keep working means like being free to fall down and get up again, yeah? So the recovery process is a key process that gives you strength, because you're using and you're exercising your willpower, yeah, and your agency. Then you have to also do detox. Detox not only with a diet, but emotional detox, which means that all those emotions that you've been keeping inside for ages, because society doesn't welcome emotional expression. So try to find a way, perhaps artistic, which is better because you transform it into something possibly beautiful, to transform your emotions into art and to let them out, because they need to be expressed. Everything in the unconscious needs expression regularly, so for us to look at it, for us to learn from it, for us to know ourselves better. And we do a lot of cleansing, like emotional detox, but also we work on our self-knowledge. This is how we empower ourselves. Now, about vaccines, okay? If there is a vaccine, I'm not going to get the vaccine. And if they force me to get the vaccine, I'm going to hire a lawyer. And why am I going to do that? I'm going to do that because my philosophy has always been not avoiding anything, but considering everything that happens as a challenge that I have to overcome. Yeah. So for me, the illness or the virus is a challenge that I have to confront, and I don't have to avoid. I have to confront with a strong immune system. Yeah. So I prepare my immune system so that naturally my immune system will deal with the virus. Yeah. Now, when my kids were born, I didn't do any vaccines at all to my kids. I know that this is going to cause a lot of, people who are totally against this, and I totally respect each one of us has their own way, but I have breastfed my two daughters for 2 years, and they have never fallen ill, or almost never. Yeah, they are strong women, very strong women. Yeah. So I didn't do vaccine to my children and I was part of an association of parents who were responsible parents saying that we don't do vaccine, first of all, because we have no guarantee that the vaccine will not damage our children, yeah? And that is true, because vaccines can damage your children. And secondly, because we do something else. So we don't do the vaccine, but we do something else. It's not that we don't care, it's that we have other ways to protect our children, yeah? Which is healthy food, it is healthy life, it is healthy expression of emotions, it is breastfeeding, and so on. Organic food, and so on. So yeah, this is the philosophy. It's not about avoiding things, it's about strengthening yourself and confronting all the stuff that you're afraid of confronting. This is how you're going to go strong, to grow stronger and stronger, to have more energy, because I mean, we tend to suppress or repress. We cannot suppress them, but we tend to repress and to hide or try to not to look at the emotions that would cause us problems, yeah, or that would make emerge our shadow and ugly parts of ourselves, you know. And so we tend to repress that. But those emotions need expression. Otherwise, if we tend to hide them, they're going to explode in other ways, yeah? Even with illness, okay? So we need to make an emotional detox and to let out those emotions, because those emotions, we're going to then study them and learn from them and do shadow work on ourselves in order to confront everything, to face everything, to learn from everything, to see our shit and to learn from it, to accept it, and therefore we get stronger and wiser. And our immune system is also affected by this. So this is the way that I propose, and I would like to divulge this philosophy, because I don't see that there is any way that we can beat this virus just by wearing the mask and trying to avoid it at all costs. It's not going to happen. It's going to continue until we all sort of get into contact with it and battle with it, yeah? And also the people who are now suffering from some other illness, people who have a weak immune system should be advised and should get support on how to strengthen the immune system, and in any case be protected so as to not contact the virus until their immune system can be able to confront the virus. I don't think there's any other way that we can do this. I really don't think that there is any other way. Yeah.